Итак, ну что ж, будем дальше проходить. Снимание сложности, дела. Неплохая, в принципе, игра, мне нравится она. Есть в ней что-то особенное по сравнению с другими играми. Так, куда нам идти? Ну, кстати, на тап можно нажимать. Крут. Крут. Так, назад, видимо. Нет, не туда пошел. Ну-ка, оттуда, сюда что? Нельзя открыть. Так, ну я не знаю, но сейчас... Какое у нас там задание, кстати, я забыл уже, если честно говоря. Да, вспомнить будет. О, тут как интересно. Так, нафиг. Вот оно, все. Все сели тут же. Вот так вот.
Good day, tavern keeper.
Good day to you. What is your pleasure?
Чего изволим?
How is business going these days?
It's picking up. We've not seen many new customers, but of late things are looking better. The Malicor and the neighbouring wars have dampened commerce. The epidemic still rages, but the possibility of finding a cure on that island has given people something to hope for. Now that we have a city there, quite a few seafarers come by to spend their wages.
Так,
Has the Malicor really put a damper on your business?
More than a damper. They were soaked. When the sickness began to spread, a wave of panic followed in its wake. People stopped going out of their homes. They were afraid. And then, thankfully, the alchemists of the bridge said that you couldn't just catch it like that. People were still distrustful, as is their nature, but they are leaving home again. It's a start.
Как интересно заболеть
I also
можно.
lost quite a few regular customers. Dead or too scared to venture back. Yeah, but that's nothing new to you. The city would have sunk in the water if not for
С новым островом торгуют.
With all these sailors coming and going, you must have heard some stories about Tirfredi.
Right. Even stories that may say that man trees live there. Dragon treasure abounds under every rock. And the source of it. Last night, some naughts even told me they... Ah, but you know the kind. If you ask my opinion, the drink...
I'm looking for my cousin. His name is Constantine. I believe he was intent on celebrating his departure last night.
There was indeed a party.
У вас, у нас.
But it ended badly.
Whatever do you mean?
A brawl broke out. My tavern was shattered. And no one's paid for the damages.
I'm sorry. Amongst the rebel rousers, did there happen to be a young man? 20 years of age. Hair down to his neck. Light brown. Blue eyes. Quite the talker.
I don't believe it. Of course he was he's the man that started the fight. I hope you've come to reimburse me. Don't count on me to help you if that's not the case.
What kind of damage are we talking about exactly?
A good half of my furniture was broken into firewood. I piled up the lot over there.
Let me take a look. Perhaps it can be repaired.
If you can fix it, I'll be obliged. If not, you'll need to pay.
Заплатить позже.
That's not a small sum. I need to think about my options.
Oh, the father has forgotten to give his...
I need to be off.
Goodbye.
Так, где он сломал? Во, вижу. Сейчас посмотрим.
The furniture is in terrible.
Мебель серьезно пострадала, пишет. Жесть, конечно. Мгм. Так. Не, ну на самом деле, в принципе, можно починить, попробовать. Это как бы не должно быть сложно. Ну, я думаю, что не должно быть. Так.
And there you have it. You'd never guess they were once broken.
А, все, шкуры какие-то или трупы.
Well then, were you able to repair it all?
Yes, just like new. Or nearly.
That does indeed look like fine work. You know what you're doing.
I would hope. Can you tell me where I can find my cousin now?
Your cousin is either a very bad joker or a right good fool. He went and insulted a band of ruffians from the lower boroughs. Dangerous fellows. They've a storehouse they operate out of a few streets from here.
What kind of business do they run?
Several,
Господи.
actually, and they're all illegal and profitable. But you didn't hear that from me. In any case, if you were set on recovering your cousin, I would hurry if I were you. They're not the tender sorts.
Thank you for the information.
Off with ya. Get him out of whatever mess he's got himself in. Anything else?
I need to be off.
Goodbye.
Hold by. Говорит Депч, как говорится. Так, ой, куда мне переться-то? Назад получается. Потом расследовать будем Юнге дело. Так, да, все правильно, я бегу. Так, а как мне пройти-то тут? Жесть, попал я. Карта какая-то дремучая. А, обходить полностью надо, вот это да. Жесть, конечно. Ну ничего, сейчас обойдем. Прошайки санные. О, че я застрял-то?
Any idea who I am? Open up, imbeciles! I have a ship to catch!
That vulture of a tavern master was right. It is Constantine's voice. It's coming from the floor above.
It sounds as if he's locked up.
And I have a feeling they're expecting company. Be careful. The slightest itchy word to these brutes will have them drawing blades to scratch it.
Negotiation may be the solution. As you say, this breed of brutes won't spit on ransom money.
What a waste. I'd rather sneak around them than give half a coin to these seedy fellows.
О.
It's blocked. It's not possible just now.
У меня не получится. Подожди. Ладно, пусть он залезет. У меня есть что-то по науке-то? Я, по-моему, наукой не развивал вообще. Блин, ладно.
those posters we posted, someone with deep pockets will show up sooner or later to liberate the rooster. He's making a great deal of noise. We could knock him out or gag him.
Ты посмотрел на него, а понятно, ладно. Пусть стоит. Тут слышно же вообще. Так, два гуся таких здоровых идут себе, блин. По-тихому, по-тихому.
I don't have the key.
Ключ должен быть еще. Тише, тише, тише. Будем искать ключ, что делать еще? Ключ лежит на столе. Вообще молодцы.
Well, this has been monumentous, gentlemen, but I have more important things to attend to. An island to govern, treaties to sign, riches to expedite, and a demanding father to impress. Constantine, it's me! My dear cousin! Oh, my lucky star! Always there to pull me out of my fight.
Well, I do what I can. We're departing soon. Your father wasn't pleased by your absence this morning.
И никто не услышит.
Seen him happy about anything when it comes to me? You know what he thinks of me.
He cares about you. I know that. He appointed you governor, didn't he?
He is ridding himself of a source of constant disappointment. Enough said. Today we set sail for adventure. If you only knew how these
Так, влево-вправо.
Do me a courtesy, good cousin.
А, вот почему там писал челик, можно раздеть персонажа.
Let's give them their money's worth.
They haven't spotted us. We could sneak out of here silently. We have a ship to board.
You've always been the reasonable soul. Don't you think these brutes deserve a punishment?
Yes, without a doubt. But don't you think there are more pressing matters?
А как ему вернуть?
It is your highness's decision to make. Whatever it is, I shall follow.
Нифига, у него перчатки-то. Подожди, получается вот так, да, переключать можно? Вот, вот так можно. Может, перчатки у него заберем, а? Что за херня? Мне тоже хочется перчатки такие. Ну-ка, дай-ка мне перчатки. А, выносливость не хватает. Блин. Какие хорошие у него перчатки-то. Так. 33 меч бери. 40 нормально. Что у него по расходникам? Такие шпиончики. Оп-оп-оп-оп. Плохо на самом деле. Ключ преступников сирены. Ага, вот почему разрушать-то можно. Не, прикольно вообще, мне нравится. Ну и чё? А, забираются. Долго очень. Так, ладно. Найти одежду надо? А, блин, я думал, я уже все. Нашел ее, думаю. Написано нет. Кстати, что мне по здоровью? А, нормально. Давай искать, что делать. Верхний этаж. Странно, я думал, нашел одежду. Сейчас тогда вернем без проблем. Где-то он там пишет вообще теперь. Что-то он летает. Так, вот здесь где-то. Так я нашел. Или типа нельзя было. Я принес здесь тебе одежду. Ты чё? Или надо ему прям его одеть, видимо, надо, да? Ага, видимо, его надо одеть в это, в его. Ага. Нет, слушай. Где, блядь? Одежда. Так я все обыскал же уже. Что за чушь? Странно. Не понимаю, куда делась она. Можно, конечно, их... Можно, конечно, их убить, просто сходить. Вот, ну, ничего нету здесь больше. Что за чушь-то? Господи. Так хватит застревать, он застревает почему-то у меня. Ай, застревает. Я реально не понимаю. А что от меня требуется-то? А, вот сюда, наверное, зайти, да, надо было. Что-то есть. Нет, ничего нет. Лавка обычно. А вот. Ну, это не одежда. Что я взломщик? Взломал. Я вернул его одежду. Почему он считает, что я не вернул его одежду? Я не понимаю, что я пропустил. Если он так считает. Или эта игра баганулась. Типа я заранее выполнил. Тогда это бред. Ладно, что-то побаиваюсь. Вдруг спалят. Хотя... Че париться? Убьем их. Где-то здесь пишет. Но нету ничего.
Greenblood, do you need something?
I must leave you.
Я так понимаю, баганула игра. Угу. Типа она считает, что я еще не принес одежду ему. Все. Я ему принес уже одежду. Все. В туалет ходить. Ладно, пойдем тогда отсюда. Я ему все дал. Не знаю, о какой одежде идет речь.
It's not possible just now.
Согласен, не получится, да. Остановиться можно. Так. Так, мне больше сюда не надо идти. Надо возвращаться. Так, вот, да. Ну все, как вот я бежал в тот раз, да. Так, стоп, что такое? Вот это пригодится. Бедные тут. Даже лутать не могут ящики. Настолько они бедные. Телепортировались.
Good day. Someone told me that you're a friend of Jonas's, the young cabin boy who's gone missing.
That's right, yeah. Are you looking for him?
Ну
Yes. Your captain asked me to go and find him.
Happy to hear he's taken the disappearance seriously. What can I do for you?
When did you last see him?
2 days ago, in the evening. Lauro and myself.
Did anything seem out of the ordinary? Was he troubled?
Maybe a tad troubled. Like he was somewhere else.
Why would that be? Give me your best guess.
Boy, I haven't the faintest idea.
Понятия не имеет.
What does Jonas do in his free time, when you're on land?
He just hangs around here or there. You know the cabin boys don't have half a sailor's wages. And when evening comes, we usually go down the tavern with good old Lauro.
Did he ever have one too many?
Never. He sips his pint like it was bad medicine. One drink lasts him the whole night.
Does he know anyone in Serene?
No one, far as I know.
Do you think he could have made himself any enemies?
I wouldn't think that for a moment. Jonas has a good heart and he steers clear of trouble and troublemakers.
I don't know where to start with this. Do you have any idea?
No. Lauro won't stop telling anyone who will lend him an ear that the boy was carried off by thugs.
And you don't believe him?
I like Lauro, don't get me wrong, he's like a brother. But to be honest, he drinks a little more than he should. The itch for a drink gets us all, but to him more than others, and when you drink too much, the imagination wanders. Here, yesterday, it was me who tied one over, and I thought I heard Jonas's voice by the canal. I called back to him, as you guessed, but then nothing.
Над каналом,
Drink.
значит.
It blurs the senses.
Ну, это...
What do you think about Captain Vasco?
He's a damn good navigator, and an excellent leader of men. He knows his craft well, in spite of being so young.
How old is he?
He's not seen his 25th year yet. If he keeps it up, he'll be an admiral one day.
I need to be going. Farewell.
Неплохо, на самом деле, неплохо. Так я же спросил уже, что мне это опять показывает, зачем. Или еще кто-то тут есть? Нет, никого нет. Опа. Подожди, броня 48, а тут 29. Что, типа качество не имеет значения, что ли? Не понимаю. Странно. О. Я переоделся
Good
на
day,
авто.
sailor. I've been told that you know the missing cabin boy well. Is that right?
You talking about Jonas? You bet your stars I know him. But like I've been crying to the 9 deaf winds, he didn't go missing, he was taken.
Were you a witness to the event?
Yes, I was. Even though I'd had a few tumblers in the belly, I hadn't yet lost my head. The other day, in the tavern, I saw him talking to a well-dressed man, surrounded by some other sly ruffians. And then when we left, him and I, Flavia left a little earlier, you understand? Well, those brutes were there, waiting for him. They just up and took him like that. Grabbed his arms and poof. Gone. Vanished.
Why didn't you intervene?
I tried to, believe me. But my legs betrayed me. Wavering they were. And I fell into the gutter.
Did you report this to the captain?
Unfortunately not. I know all too well what weight my words carry. Even Flavia treated me like a drunken fool. And the captain? No, not telling him that. I still have some pride left, you get me?
Were you a witness to the event?
Yes, I was.
А,
No,
я
I'd had a
посмотрел
few
только
tubs
что,
the
я
other
думал,
day.
Why
щит.
did you report?
And for the cat?
Did Jonas seem troubled to you the night you disappeared?
Maybe. For sure he wasn't his usual self.
Do you know what was on his mind?
No. No idea.
Опа. Вот так вот.
Why would anyone want to snatch a mere cabin boy?
How would I know? Jonas is a gentle boy who keeps his head down. You think my story is nothing but mist too, don't you?
It's just that I can't imagine a gang of thugs hoping to get a ransom for a cabin boy. Did anyone else see the kidnapping?
There was still a small crowd in the tavern. But outside, I seem to recall that regular being there. We play cards with him from time to time. Kind of fellow who plays from morning to night time to be that skilled. But now and again he comes out. When nature calls, you know. I kind of remember his face being there.
What do you think about Captain Vasco?
He's a just man who knows his knots. He's well appreciated by the crew. It's a pity that he hasn't much heart for laughs now and again. Always seems unhappy, our captain.
Thank you, Lara.
Все,
I need to be
узнали.
going.
Новые данные.
Strange story this is.
Something isn't right here, I can feel it. We need to lift the veil on this.
Так, куда нам сейчас идти надо? Ща посмотрим. Так. Нет. Блин. О. Точно надо расспрашивать. Что это такое? Своровал у него.
Tavern keeper.
I see you're back. Can I pour you something this time?
I'm looking for a Naut. A young cabin boy who's been missing roll call for 2 days now.
A Naut, you say? That's not a lot to go on. There are quite a few that come to my tavern.
According to one of his fellows, he would have been taken right here.
A kidnapping. In my establishment. You surely jest. Or at least I hope you do. I would have noticed. That doesn't hold water.
Someone told me about one of your faithful clients. A big gambler, it would seem.
I see. An able-bodied man. Passes his time lightening the pouches of sailors coming through.
Where might I find him at this time?
Here? He would never give away his chair at his table. Anything else?
I need to be off. Farewell.
Goodbye.
А вот он, да?
Who are you? I don't recognize you. Am I in your debt?
Заболел тоже.
No. Have no fear about that. It's for a different reason that I am here. I'm looking for a Naut that disappeared 2 days ago, after visiting this establishment. A young cabin boy. 2 members of his crew accompanied him.
Yes, that does ring a bell. I've played with the 3 of them.
What can you tell me about the boy? How was he that night?
He seemed rather nervous, as if he was worried about something. Didn't feel like playing, that I remember. And he must have been right to be nervous, if he's disappeared.
Tell me what happened that evening.
A rich merchant came in, with a band of strong
Oh.
arms. The kind of men you can round up for a few coins, if you catch my drift. They exchanged words with the cabin boy. The kid was defensive, not sitting pretty. And then they finally left.
And after that?
It just so happens that I did go out for a breather. I needed some fresh air. And I think I might well have seen those same men grab him. But that was none of my business. I wouldn't have thought that they were kidnapping him if that's what it was. They weren't particularly rough with him.
Who was the rich merchant, do you think? A jilted lover? A moneylender?
No, sir. You...
Thank you. You've been immensely helpful.
This man is completely owned by his love for the game. Do you think we can trust him?
What would he gain from lying?
I have no idea. But what would any wealthy merchant gain from holding a penniless child?
Sire, I'm sorry. I'm afraid that I won't make for good company.
Так, ну, сюда, наверное, зайдем или как, не знаю. Так, ну, сюда, наверное, зайдем или как, не знаю. Пойдемте.
Might I help you, sir?
I would like to have a word with Sir Fontaine.
He is absent, but the lady of the house could certainly receive you. Enter, please.
Куда? В стенку проходить.
Oh, I know you. I've seen you at court. You are Lord de Sade. And to what do I owe the honor of your visit, Excellency?
I would like to have a word with your husband.
He is not here, but perhaps I could be of help.
It concerns a delicate matter. We're looking for a missing cabin boy. According to witnesses, he had an argument with your husband before being taken.
А как он понял, что это он?
I am afraid that you have been misled. You seem to have come to the wrong
Не
conclusion.
понял.
The cabin boy you speak of was not taken. He has simply returned home.
Excuse me, but I'm not sure I understand.
Сын.
Don't you see, Your Excellency? We got our son back.
I am very surprised. Several witnesses confirmed that your son had a fight with your husband, and that his men escorted him from the tavern using force. If he had joined your husband willingly...
Witnesses? In a tavern? And you choose to believe these drunkards over a respectable family?
These witnesses are all in agreement, and it's their testimonies that have led me to your doorstep.
My son was probably shocked to have found us. My husband and the other men might have simply had to carry him. A gesture that your drunkards must have misunderstood.
Интересно.
What was your son doing on a Naut ship? Why would they have taken him?
It is what they do. Through pacts and contracts, they steal away young children from their mothers.
What are you talking about?
I would have thought that a legate would know these things. But it is true that you are young and inexperienced. It seems that you have been protected from the turpitudes of our own nation and their terrible allies. This horrible, constant ransoming that they put us through. But I will not say another word. You will have no trouble verifying the details now that you know what to look for.
Where might I find your son now?
I cannot say, Excellency. You must understand why. Until the Nauts have set sail, we live in fear they will take him back from us.
This pact? It sounds like some fear-inducing story.
The Nauts wouldn't be the first to recruit through dubious means.
Жесть какая-то, блин. Все так было очевидно. Я не понял, как мы нашли семью вообще. Что-то я не знаю, не прочитал нормально. Что-то вообще жесть какая-то. А, еретиков еще надо. Давайте туда сходим, похер. Просто вечный огонь какой-то, а? Когда он уже кончится. Странно же это. Так, я помню, здесь перепрыгивал. Здесь я всех убил. Кто это?
Your Highness, I'm happy to see you. Your absence this morning worried both your father and me.
Come now, Sir de Corsilio. My father may have been angry, outraged, or disappointed, but he's never worried about me. I am sad to have caused you any worry, though. Would you believe that I was rotting away in a sinister jail, guarded by thugs ready to kill me? Though still seeing double from last night's drink, I was preparing an ingenious escape plan when... Ta-da! My dear cousin jumped up out of nowhere and saved me. I'm quite the fairy tale damsel in distress.
You might have refrained from the company of bandits the night before such an important departure.
Take away the risk and halve the pleasure, de Corsilio. It is the salt of life.
I fear that some of my teachings have been misunderstood. But you wanted to ask me something, Desade?
What will be your official title on Tier Or are you just here to keep an eye on us?
Come now, don't be ridiculous. I'm coming in the capacity of official advisor, nothing more.
Забавно.
But His Highness has also asked me to report to him on certain strategic observations. I am therefore required to take note of all events, chart the island and its resources, but also obtain as much knowledge as possible concerning the more dangerous creatures of the island. Your help will be extremely valuable to me. I've no longer the legs of an adventurer.
It's always a privilege to help, Master.
Всё тогда.
I need to be leaving. I have quite a few things to do before we raise anchor.
Так, погнали. Еретиков надо искать мне. О. Так. Ага. Мечи и фиолетовые. Мечи и фиолетовые. Черт, я не знаю. Грязную рубаху можешь одеть? А что делать-то? Пойдем так.
Let's take a look around the building. We might find a less conspicuous entrance.
If you wore a Naught uniform and you were able to keep your mark hidden from them, they might let us in, unless we just offered them a drink. These sailors rarely refuse one.
I see where this is headed. If we drop a little soporific in their glasses, the way will be clear. I'll just need to find the proper ingredients, but it's doable.
Снотворное надо сделать. Ладно. Так. Что по итогу нам надо? А, записи подделать. Вот это да. Так, никого нет, да? Это что? Склад какой-то. Может, на склад пойдем? И чуть не спалился, жесть. Жесть. Господи, я не понимаю, они нас замечают, типа, или что? Я вообще не понимаю, это что такой стелс, типа, вообще? Это жесть какая-то, если такой стелс. Так, ну я понял, вот, что именно вот эти... О, Нет, переодеться на... Ой! Какого хера я выпил зелье? На авто надо переодеться. А, типа я свой, да? А.
Hello? What can I do for you?
We're the relay. You're dismissed.
Finally! We were starting to grow moss.
Блин, как ловко он так, хоп.
The path is clear. We should notify the men. They need all the time they can get.
Так, пойдемте говорить с грузчиками нашими.
Captain, sir, we were given orders to wait here with the merchandise.
The way is clear. It's time to get going.
Do your best to be quick and quiet about it. You won't have much time to move it.
Don't you be worrying now. We're off.
The warehouse is at the end to the right there. You can't miss it.
Move out. Quick steps.
Почему? Понял, понял. Вот зачем мне было. Поэтому меня не видели.
Where is the manifest to be found?
I've already been to the port authorities. They keep the official documents upstairs.
А, я типа свой, да? А, я типа свой. Блин, я все тупил, думал, типа я не свой. А вот одинаковый наряд. Это тупо, как конечно, выглядит. Типа тупизм какой-то. Вот это здоровый минус игры. Могу взламывать все. Никого никаких вопросов не возникает.
Here's the ship's manifest. We only need to add our merchandise to the list.
Конечно, сложно то, что не пишет, что надо одеть одежду, вот перепутать можно. Ни у кого никаких вопросов, все нормально, да? Жесть, конечно. Тихо, что-то нашел. Нет, показалось. Пойдемте на склад. Сейчас посмотрим наверху, что там.
Who is there?
May the Illuminated save us. Did the smuggler send you?
The man to which you are referring was arrested and thrown into prison, but revealed to me your hiding place.
Oh, the traitor!
Have you come to deliver us to the Inquisition then? Please, please, have pity on our souls. We have committed no crime. We are not heretics. We are nothing more than historians.
In that case, why is the ambassador of Teleme so concerned about your teachings? Why is the Inquisition looking for you, and why are you hiding?
Our only error was wanting to publish our work.
It's true. We presented our research, but it didn't please the censor. And here you have the result.
We fled all the way to Serene, thinking we would be safe. But the Inquisition wants to silence us so badly that they followed us here.
Так.
Tell me more about your research. What about it is so horrifying that it would provoke such a fuss?
Our work concerned the teachings of St. Lucius.
The disciple of Saint Matthias? The one who returned to Teleme after traveling with his master?
The very same. His writing was carefully preserved, but never seriously studied.
With the discovery of Teofredi, we thought it crucial to take a look at the original text. We wanted to verify if this island could have been the faraway place that he spoke of. The Eden of Saint Matthias.
And? What did you find?
Teofredi is without any doubt the land that our Saint Matthias and his disciples went to. But the text that we discovered was radically different from what we expected to find.
In the original text, Saint Lucius doesn't speak of an Eden, of the paradise of the illuminated. He speaks of a voice that came from the depths of the earth, which convinced Saint Matthias to stay there.
It was written in black and white, and there is no doubt about it. The original was written in Lucius's own hand.
I understand now what that text has cost you. This voice from the depths sounds more the power of a demon than a saint.
The sacred texts are always difficult to interpret, but what is written is written.
Who were you hoping would give you asylum?
We were hoping to reach Al-Sad. The Inquisition won't chase us into the den of their enemies.
Our research won't interest the Bridge Alliance, or at least I doubt it. But at least we'll be safe.
By entering Al-Sad as clandestines, you risk being taken for spies.
That would be better than being burned at the stake.
Это точно. На костре никто не хочет.
Did you try speaking with the censors? You could forget what you have discovered, perhaps.
Oh,
We have signed already an abjugation stating that we misunderstood the sacred texts of St. Lucius. We were even ready to say that we had never seen the true text, or anything else that would have pleased them.
It served no purpose. It's our lives they are after.
I see. Well, you have no other choice but to run and seek refuge in enemy territories.
I beg of you, please do not deliver us to them. Let us continue on this path.
Ай, так-то арестовать, по идее, надо, но в то же время это не еретики все же.
I could have a word with the good Dr. Sahin, the ambassador of the Bridge Alliance. If he can be persuaded to offer you asylum, you would be saved.
Your goodness honors you. May the illuminated forever light your path.
If I manage to convince the ambassador, you'll need to refrain from that sort of blessing. Stay here. I'll be back.
Так. Так, а так я здесь был же, блин. Нет? Нет, не был, слушай. Нет. Странно. О, повесили кого-то, да? Я не увидел. А, не, крюк просто. Мне казалось, повесили кого-то. Думаю, вот это да. Жесть. Вешают здесь людей еще. Так, куда нам идти-то? Далеко? Да, далеко. Может, что-нибудь другое еще выполнил? А, все выполнил уже. Да я дал ему уже одежду. Ну вы надоели. Найдите одежду. Дал я ему уже одежду. Эх, портовых шлюх даже нет почему-то. Странный город. Очень подозрительно. А где напарник? А, вон бежит. Ладно, поговорим.
Your Excellency.
Lord de Sade.
De Sade, говорит.
I would like to talk to you about a rather delicate matter.
I am listening.
A couple of historians have made a recent discovery concerning Matthäus, the founder of the mythical Teleme. And it seems that this is not to the liking of the Illuminated, or at least his more fervent subjects.
These sinister hypocrites are going to want to burn them at the stake.
Without a doubt. And that's why these poor people are begging you to offer them asylum.
We are willing. Where are they to be found at this time?
At the port of Serene. They were hoping to stow away discreetly on a vessel to Al-Sad.
Very well. I shall send an escort immediately to take them somewhere safe.
I need to be going. Goodbye, Excellency.
Goodbye, Lord de Sade.
Lord de Sade.
We owe you our lives. We are eternally grateful.
Хоть не бегать не надо.
I hope you won't have too much difficulty adapting.
Спасибо, разработчики.
If you would allow me, I would like to give you this. It's not much, but it is all that we possess.
Farewell.
You have a kind heart, Greenblood. It'll be the end of you, but that doesn't bother me. I wouldn't have wanted those poor buggers to end up on a burning pyre.
It would seem that I'm not the only one with a tender heart.
Хе-хе-хе. Добряк. Ну ты и моряк. Да какую одежду ему принести? Я сейчас драться буду. Все, мне надоело это. Куда одежду, говорит, принести ему одежду. Какую одежду ему принести? Непонятно. Так, давай сохранимся. А если к ним сейчас выйти, интересно, что будет? Сейчас посмотрю, если мы сейчас выйдем с этим, что они сделают. Ну, они ложки были обычные. Ну, все же. Кстати, интересно видно, смотрите, все. Вроде не как текстурка. А что, он лечится? Что с ним? Что с тобой? Да мне ничего, только ты светишься. Опа, я баг словил. А нет, все нормально. Странно. Где одежда твоя? Как мне вернуть ее? Ты-ка скажи-ка мне, что же мне делать с тобой? Может, как-то ему передавать надо? А, надо поговорить с ним. Чё он не говорит? Чё за бред? Ну-ка. Ну чё ты не говоришь-то? Передать ему, как и передать ты должен? Понятно. Так, ладно, себя давайте оденем. Угу. Что-то дерьмо какое-то здесь везде. Почему он стихийный урон, типа, да? Ага. Стихийный, типа. Так. Оживляющий порошок. Ладно, давайте не будем пить. Не знаю, нету ничего. Надоели уже. Ищу пустоту какую-то. Бред какой-то. Нахер. Так. С послом надо поговорить. Пойдемте. Поболтаем с послом, поболтаем. Блин, а куда я зашел-то вообще? Не туда. Вот кто-то говорит, графон отстой. Ну где графон отстой? В чем? Детализировано? Детализировано. То есть стилистика, ну смысл в графоне не самый шикарный. Ну, нормально, тени падают. Детализировано, все довольно-таки. Проработано все. Понятно, что не все идеально, но это РПГ, то есть им надо много чего сделать. Это не Battlefield какой-то. Поэтому я не понимаю, вот что тут плохого. Видно, старались ребята. Видно, старались. Я не знаю, какой им графон не нужен. Типа под РПГ какой-то особенный графон нужен. Ну это странно тогда. Очень странно. Ой, бедный кит. Ну ладно, погнали. Так, сейчас, секунду. Прям возле площади. А это есть площадь казни. И тут еретики, блять. И он тут живет.
Good day, Excellency. Sir de Sade, to what do I owe the pleasure?
It pains me to inform you that the heretics you seek have fled.
Curse them! How could that possibly have happened?
Как тут поступить? Не, ну, давай
After I
правда.
heard the case they made for themselves, I decided to let them escape.
What are you saying?
They convinced me that your accusations have nothing to do with heresy, and that their only crime was discovering historical truths denied by Ptolemy.
And you gave credence to the lies preferred by these blasphemers. Their historical truths are nothing but nonsense, fabricated to undermine the foundations of Ptolemy. The simple act to have proffered such horrors proves the fact that they are heretics. I fear that your youth and kind heart has blinded you, de Sade. That is a shame. I was expecting more from a young legate who seemed sensitive to our magic.
Да, -1 Телема.
I must be going. Farewell, Excellency.
May the light guide you, de Sade.
О, уровень. Уровень, 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 уровень. Та-та-та-та-та-та-та-та. Да. Бомба. Это типа в конце можно. А, нет, речка. Не знаю, речка. Это чем усиливает потерю. Если на оружие нанесена ядовитая ловушка. Угу. Это что такое? А, это вот, короче, вообще не связанные. Вот, кстати, вот это магическое исцеление мне бы нужно было бы. Так, а тут что? А чё? Получается, вот здесь есть. Магическое исцеление есть. Ага. У воина есть перекаты всякие. То есть сложнее всего за этого персонажа играть, может ничего нету. Угу. А что такое? Почему? А, надо это. Угу. Ладно, погнали. Так, ничего не надо здесь. Все, надо уходить, да. Все, я все выполнил. А что за господин какой-то? Нахер он мне нужен? Все, сваливаем из этой деревни. Больше она мне здесь не нужна. Тут еще можно и заразиться. Хотя мы уже заразны, по-моему, так смотрю. Какая-то метка на нас наляпана. Где наши тут ребята и портовые шлюхи? Так, все точно, да. Я вижу, ничего нет.
Sir? Constantine d'Orsay, future governor of Tir Freddy. I'm enchanted, Captain. I am eager to board your ship.
Enchanted as well, Your Highness. I hope you enjoy your voyage.
Are you ready? Can we weigh anchor?
We should be able to set sail with the tide, as agreed upon. I'm still without news of my cabin boy, but we will have to do without.
I spoke with a woman who told me she was the mother of the cabin boy. She claims that her son was taken from her.
Taken? Her son is sea-gifted. His parents were required to give him up to honor the terms of a contract.
A contract? But what kind of contract are we speaking of?
A commercial contract. In exchange for services rendered by the Nords, some families cede more than gold. In some cases, nations even trade some of their subjects before they're born. I wouldn't be able to tell you the condition of Jonas's contract. I didn't even know he was originally from Serene. But what I can tell you is the young man hasn't seen his parents since he was a small child. And ever since, he's been a Nord. Our ships are his home. And we are his only family.
Be back soon, Captain.
You see anyone else who might be able to help us? Anyone who's not a Nauts?
Oh, how I would like my father to be implicated in this sordid business. Our old teacher must surely know what's going on here. Let's go talk to him.
Окей, давайте спросим. Учителя.
Yes? Well, how can your old professor...
What will be your official title on...
Come now, don't buy at all.
It's always... I've had a word with Lady Fontaine. You must know her. That rich family that lives near the docks. She told me a strange story about her son who was a cabin boy on our ship. She said that he was taken when he was a child due to some contract with the Nords.
Who was a cabin boy? Do you mean he's no longer one?
They took him back to bring him home.
Well, that is very unpleasant news, de Sade. We need to do all we can to bring the boy back to his ship. Since time immemorial, there's always been a certain price to pay for the services of the Nauts. Children born on their ships belong to them. It's the rule of the sea. But certain contracts are so important that they also require children to be offered in exchange. From time to time, the congregation has passed such accord, and certain noble families had to give their children up.
Are you telling me that the Fontaines lost their son because of some agreement signed between my uncle and the Nauts?
No. That pact ended a long time ago. This cabin boy couldn't have been a part of that contract. But Sir Fontaine has made a fortune trading with the Alliance, via ships.
Do you mean he would have offered up his own son in exchange for wealth?
Well, he probably did it before the birth of the child, and regretted it afterwards. But that is of little importance. What counts most is that you bring the boy back to the Nauts as quickly as possible. Breaking a contract with the seafarers has always cost us dearly. Our nation could feel it in its coffers.
I will do my best.
Father selling his own son for a few boat rides. For ugly, that is ugly.
Lady Fontaine didn't seem to have any knowledge of that detail.
Забавно, конечно, то, что вот так вот. Пойдемте, что делать-то еще? Эх. О! Лут. Торговец.
Don't you worry now. You'll get your merchandise.
Да, нельзя с ним торговать, видимо. Не в этой жизни. Мне нравится, что Е не надо нажимать. Круто.
Excuse me, madam, but I haven't quite finished my inquiry yet.
If you would be so courteous, I would like you to leave. I have told you all that I have to say.
Come on now, stop lying. Jonas was taken away by force against his will by armed men.
That is not true. Completely false. He...
Enough! With every word, you are a step closer to a prison cell.
Prison? But what would be the charges?
Kidnapping. Whether Jonas is your son or not, he is a Naut that you kidnapped and locked up. In the eyes of the prince, you have committed a crime that puts the interests of the congregation at great risk.
I beg of you, Your Excellency. Have mercy on a poor mother who is looking only to recover her child. We didn't kidnap our own son. And if you need to speak with him to be convinced, please do. He's in our warehouse, near the Coin Guard Plaza, next to the canal. I am certain that once you have heard his account, you will see the tragedy in our predicament and help us.
I regret threatening that woman.
You didn't have a choice. She was lying, and we need to find that boy.
Ну да, врала бы, я согласен. Полностью. Мы сделали, что могли. И мы завершим эту миссию. Типа она проникать будет, что ли? Охрана будет там. Не хотелось бы охрану убивать. Типа они ничего не виноваты. Давайте с другого входа зайдем. Так, вот с другого. Подожди. А не важно, я так понял, не важно.
Here we are. Be careful. Fontaine won't be alone. He'll have his henchmen with him.
A handful of underlings don't scare us away. Right, cousin? Let's just try to remain discreet.
Все, пойдемте наверх. Не понял, что это за дом тогда? Куда я попал-то? Пойдемте вниз, в погреб. Странные, конечно, дела.
Sir Desade, what are you doing here?
I've come looking for your son. The Naughts are worried about his disappearance.
Those Naughts took him from us, but now we've got him back, and he'll be staying with us.
Would you be so kind as to hear what I have to say, Sir Fontaine? You've taken your son against his will and have him locked up like merchandise in a warehouse. Is that what you call being a good father?
As if you would know what it is like to be a parent. You are far too young to understand the way we feel.
I looked into the contract that binds you to the Naughts. It was indeed you who ceded your son to them in exchange for help with your business with the bridge.
It is so. But that sort of contract is ignoble. I never would have signed it if I had known.
You should have thought of that before. Breaking the contract could have regrettable consequences for the congregation.
The prince will know how to negotiate with the Naughts. If they take my son back, my wife will die of sadness.
Her sadness would be all the more terrible if she learned of your role in the story, don't you think?
You wouldn't dare tell her. I beg you.
You're not leaving me with a choice.
Very well. Take the key and take him away. Cursed be the day I delivered my son unto the Naughts.
All children leave the nest one day or another, sir. Farewell.
Все птенцы. Так он в гнездо возвращается уже.
So it's here that our man keeps his son. Abusive fathers.
Who are you?
My name is Desade. I am legate of the congregation. Your captain has sent me to find you.
And were you able to convince my father to allow me to go free?
Yes. Even if I had to bend his arm a little.
That doesn't surprise me. He seemed to have no intention of changing his mind. I feel more sorry for my mother. She seems so sweet and happy to see me.
You don't seem to be all that close to your parents.
I hadn't seen them since I was 5 years old. I barely remember them. They find me, capture me, and lock me up in this warehouse. Hard to grow close after all that. My family is the Naughts. I am sorry for my parents, but that is the way of it now. Can I go home?
Yes. You should still go and say farewell to your mother. Then find your way to the ship. I'll see you there.
Ну, я взломать не смог. В другой игре. Хардкорно там было. Можно было вообще своровать его. По-тихому и все. Да, вот тут вход, выход. Ну, я правильно пошел, что вот так вот. Неплохо. Все, да? Все, да. Ох, сколько дел было, а? На часа 2 где-то. Ну, все решено, можно плыть теперь. одежду я этого не могу найти, извини. Ты не хочешь со мной разговаривать почему-то, да? Вот ты не хочешь голубо говорить. Потому что поганулась игра, видимо. Да, я не туда зашел. Типа я ему отдал уже одежду, все вроде как. Но я не знаю, какую еще ему одежду давать. Ну, имеется одеть на него. Я вроде его одел. Не знаю. Я думаю, она баганулась просто. То, что я одежду раньше взял, чем надо было. Ну, облутал все заранее. Вот она баганула. Хотя, может, какая-то там есть вещь. Или как-то надо по-другому ему дать. Я просто не знаю уже иначе как. Подожди, что, задание какое-то? А, не. Показалось. Так, я уже не нафт, поэтому надо переодеться. А, тут одинаковое. И разное только. Нафт. Аль-Саид. Я хочу быть покруче, чем какой-то нафт обоссанный.
Sir,
Are you ready? Can we weigh anchor?
we should be able to set sail with the tide, as agreed upon. My cabin boy, Jonas, is back on ship. I have you to thank, I imagine.
You do. It's a rather sad affair, and though solved, leaves a broken family behind.
All we can do is plot a course. No one tells the wind what to do. I do thank you. I didn't think you'd go to so much trouble for a cabin boy. Your actions bring you honor.
О, +3. Ну чё?
Permission to board the ship.
Мы готовы.
Certainly. But keep in mind that we'll be at sea for several months.
Ну
Have
чё
any
делать?
farewells to make or any final business to put into order? Now is the time.
Ну, вроде бы все. Покинуть
No,
Селену.
my house is in order. We are ready to embark.
Perfect. Follow me.
So eager to discover
Ну да, потому что я не могу найти ее. Там ее
my
нет.
isle, my new city.
You'll need to arm yourself with patience. The voyage will be long. I've been told the trip lasts months.
And they say the place is full of gigantic creatures, as big as buildings.
That's right. I heard a rumor the Nords even brought one back in one of their ships.
I doubt that. The Norts are strange, but they're not idiots.
Так. +20, а это сколько? Не, это лучше. +50. Мне бы надо. А, еще одно очко, что ли? О, чё...
Those conniving, pista-stilling, bridge-building liars. The creature was supposed to be out for days. They'll pay for this.
О, господи.
What manner of cargo are you transporting?
Help! We need routes! We must contain it!
Жесть.
Come now, let's lend them a hand.
Ох. Просто ох. Это жесть, это как так-то? Офигеть, это как они его перевозили-то? Он же все может уничтожить. Охереть. Это просто жесть. Офигеть. Монета? Серьезно? Так. О! Так. Бляха-муха! Ой. Ну что-то я вообще, блин, ё-моё. Я надеюсь, сохранение было какое-то или что меня отклинит? Ага, все. Так, у меня еще какое-то очко осталось, оказывается. 2 очка, ё-моё. Блин, мог потратить на это. Хотя, я же выбрал другой путь. Так, это что у нас? Все, погнали. Блин, ну так-то это обидно, конечно. То, что я слился из-за того, что не юзаю. Ну ладно, чё. Надо прям нападать на него, но я боюсь, потому что у меня это максимальный уровень. Меня одной лапой убьет. Так, backspace. Я нажимаю backspace. А, backspace. Где он, backspace? Ладно, что-то какая-то херня, я не понял. Вроде нажимал. Backspace. Не знаю, я нажимаю, что-то нифига не работает. Странно, как дичь. Ой, не знаю. Чего я подобрал, кстати? Подобрал какую-то херню. Блин. Зелье. Так. Да он надоел кидаться. Да я нажал! Ну что это такое? Господи, ну... Я нажал вроде бы это, и стихийная ловушка должна его как бы остановить, а он прыгает из-за того, что скрипт. И ни хрена не происходит. Круто. Значит, надо стрелять просто в него, да и все по КД. В принципе, да. Так, backspace надо переназначить. Что за backspace? Уже не помню даже. Настолько забыл. Так, это все правильно, вообще настройки. Управление, вернее. Так, где backspace-то? Лево shift, лево control. Нет такого вообще. Что за бред? Быстрое сохранение. О, F5 и 8. Ладно, нажимай, кстати. Я забыл уже совсем. Ладно, хер с ним. Пойдем. Backspace. Я не понимаю. Я уже... Что за backspace, блядь? А, вот, все, я понял теперь. Господи, это ж назад. Так. Так. Убитая. Да господи, а. Так. Да как так-то? Да блядь, что это за говно? Он начал прыгать. Не, короче, ладно, я понял, как его забить, просто расстрелять. Все. Типа, ну, довольно-таки просто, на самом деле. Вот и все. Так и поступим. Что, ну, это какой-то бред. Типа, что за чушь? Типа, ты стреляешь, и все. Он такой, ну да, типа, да, ты там что можешь. Бред какой-то. Он должен наступить, и он наступил вроде как, но... Backspace. Так. Да ёб твою мать. Да господи. Уклонение. Так. Да, офигеть, он прыгать начинает с какой-то. О, я понял. Кстати, я shift не нажимал. Я бегаю, но shift не нажимаю. Думаю, почему я так проигрываю? Почему не могу от него убежать? Shift нажимать надо, ё-моё. Я что-то туплю вообще. Ща вообще на изи тогда его развалим. Все, я понял, как сыграть мне. Все, сейчас. Блин, он начинает прыгать, когда вот я даю. Ну вот то, что он кидает, конечно, не нравится. О! Да как так-то он начинает действовать? Жесть какая-то. Чё за чушь? Бред какой-то. Я вообще не понял прикола. Те ловушки он как-то пролетел каким-то образом. Что за чушь? Почему он пролетел? Я не понимаю. И он так прыгает еще, блин, ё-моё. Офигеть, какой мощный. Арена еще такая маленькая, мне так не нравится-то. А, ты какого хера я нажал? Да, он двойной прыжок делает. А как мне уворачиваться? Я не понял. Как уворачиваться в этой игре? Я что-то не понял. Как уворачиваться? Прыгать как-то можно? Нет? А, можно Shift 2 раза, если нажимать. Но и все, что ли? Типа, я что-то не понял. Сложная боевка здесь, непривычная для меня, пока не привык. Типа здесь несложно играть, непривычно для меня. Поэтому я проигрываю вообще как лах. Да что-то ловушки ему ставлю, ему сейчас насрать. А, он попадает, если ты не уворачиваешься. Бред какой-то. Да я нажимаю. Да блять, что это за чушь? Я не понимаю. Я не понимаю. Блин, жесть какая-то, если честно. Просто постоянно меня долбит. Так, мне надо сначала настроиться. Я точно забыл совсем. Так. Ладно, пойдем через это тогда. Так-то его нельзя подпускать к себе. Эти ловушки даже мне в минус играют. Так, еще очки. Блин, точно. О, подожди. О! Я могу на это, что ли, тратить? А что это за характеристики? Сила, ловкость, духовная. Подожди. У меня есть типа. Ага. Все понял. Бля! Понял, просто застрелять его надо. Фух. Фух, жесть. Под воду пойдет, да? Типа такие крутые фрейера в одного завалили. Пришел, типа, давай пиздиться. Как?
Your lessons have proven effective.
I've never seen a beast this size. It's quite extraordinary.
Cousin, what a fight. You were illustrious.
I'm not of the same mind. I had the feeling it was already weakened. I did nothing more than finish it off.
Your humility remains a constant. But believe me, that battle was absolutely epic.
И чё теперь делать-то? Куда нам идти? А, так, залетиться надо. Нормально. Так. Обходить как-то надо, да? Да, обходить. А я мог свинтить вообще отсюда? Типа к страже вывести монстра. Чтобы он там дрался со всеми. Было бы здорово.
Gentlemen.
Your cousin's enthusiasm is most impressive.
This journey is his long-awaited chance to prove his worth. He is a demanding father.
More likely he's just happy to be free of this hornet's nest.
I definitely know I am. That's certain.
Stations, lads! Weigh anchor and ready hard to wear. Lively now, lively! Catch me a wind!
Сделали бы демо вот до сюда, прям до корабля отплытия. Вот демо хорошая была бы. Типа как раз еще 2 часа тут где-то. Вот это я бы одобрил. По красоте. 1200 опыт. О, как красиво. Что там воздух мылит, чистит. Лол. Че его кто-то тварь схватит. Тварь какая-то, да, впереди. Все расписаны, бегут оттуда. Что это за дыра какая-то? Жесть. Нарисовали какую-то текстурку странную. Странная текстурка, конечно. Рост торжественный прием.
Gentlemen, I am Constantine of House Orsay, your new governor.
I have no idea what sort of ceremony you've prepared for my arrival, but I would gladly skip it, so... Indeed, these are rather peculiar customs. I see...
А, они хотят, чтобы он вылечился, друг, заразен. Это доктора.
Hello? Cat got your tongue, gentlemen? Would it be those annoying beaks?
I am truly sorry. These doctors should have shown a greater measure of courtesy. Thank you, dear doctors. Move along. Don't trouble the Nords. Pay no attention to them. Instead, just drink. The long voyages at sea require the appropriate treatment as soon as we land. According to our scientists, without fortifiers, you might catch your death, and that would be quite regrettable.
I should have chosen death. This concoction is liquid torture.
I would think that they would have warned you on the ship.
Not in the slightest. And you must be Lady Morange, my predecessor.
You are correct.
There you are!
To your health.
Aha! You got your dose of bile too. Allow me to present to you Lady Morange, and to you, my dear lady, my most trusted cousin. Where is the captain?
He seems to be preoccupied with some sort of admiral.
Indeed. Then I will have to thank him later for this most marvelous voyage. Excellency, lead me to the palace, I beg you. And, whenever possible, go by way of all the intriguing alleyways. I am dying with impatience to discover this new city. My city!
Your Excellence! We must wait for our escort!
No need. Have no fear, for I am here to defend.
I've been scullied.
How so?
My admiral laid me off.
My cousin was nonetheless delighted with your services. I hope there was no misunderstanding.
None, I'm sure of it. She just ordered me to give you any assistance you might need.
This request doesn't seem to please you.
Don't take offense, but it's not pleasant for a captain to abandon his ship. In any case, here I am at your service for a while.
Так, состав группы. А, вот, принять группу. Ну, кстати, с напарниками круто играть. Вот мне нравится. Вот такие игры с напарниками. Потому что в одного вот играть, вот, ну, честно, вот скучно. А вот боты, которые, они полезны, они убивают противников. Вот это вот уважение и почет. Потому что в одного играть, не знаю. На сложности самой высокой, это, конечно, ну, я не знаю, мучительно немножко. Типа не из-за того, что сложно, а из-за того, что, ну, типа, переигрывать. Почему я перегружен? Что я сделал такого? Что я сделал? Что я сделал? Че, я крутить могу? Лол. А, типа вот так вот. Как-то странно, как-то. Ложово как-то. Так, мне надо продать, сходить. О! О! Вас снова увидеть? Я не был у тебя ни разу. Ты чё несешь? Поехавший. Поехавший. Продать. Так. То ржавый. 180, нихуя себе. А, у меня лучше. 198? О, пи-пи-пи-пи-пи. Качественно, конечно, похуже. Но стихийного урона нету. Ладно, давай продадим. Ну, это тоже нафиг не нужно. Невозможно продать? Почему? Двуручная. Так. Броня. Так. Давай с самого низа. $72. О, тут одинаковые практически. Же я не раздел своих товарищей, надеюсь. Блять, я не знаю. Вы не раздеты, чуваки? Нормально все? Не, нормально все. Ладно. Я думал, сейчас раздену, типа, ну потому что у меня же все вещи, я и думаю. Сейчас раздену и все, и жопа будет. Так, ладно. Слушай, так-то лучше, это 21, но меньше на 3. Ладно, мы снизу начинаем, как всегда. Выносливость надо одну хотя бы иметь. Или это какая-то херотень. Но это все не буду продавать. Покупка. 82. Неплохо. Сколько у меня денег? 578. Могу купить себе. Вау, 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 вау. А чё он тогда? Почему качество это лучше? Тут хуже по всем. А, всем хуже. Почему качество? Я не понимаю. Что за чушь? А, нет, стоп, это понятно. Мне одинарное нужно. Оно маленькое. 300. Воу, вот это жесть. Хо-хо. Священника, дьякона. А, ну мне холодное оружие нужно. Ну вот, слушай, вот это мне нравится. Какое оно интересное. Тройное какое-то. Улучшение. Так. Ну, тут не сильно высокая. О. Мушкет путешественника. Ага. Вот это уже что-то серьезное. Вот, короткий мушкет. Угу. Ну, вот это даже получше, я так понимаю. Ага, ружье. У меня вот нету ружья. Сколько мне там надо? Ну, подкопим. Сейчас посмотрим, подожди. Сколько мне осталось до... Ну, еще два уровня. Давай броню лучше купим. А, вот броня. Чё, жерелье, во. Ну, так-то так себе. Шея, во. Вот у меня этого не было. Шляпа, что там по шляпам? Гораздо хуже. По броне. Получше. Получше. Ну вот, наверное, да? Ладно, посмотрим что-нибудь еще. Только одна, что ли? Нет, вот это вот. Ну, это хуже качество, вот это получше. Ну, 4 всего. 9. Ну, так-то и так себе. А, восстановление здоровья. О. Стихии. Все, я понял, что мне надо. Блять, сила воли? Чё? Это чё за херотень? Чё за сила воли? Блин, ё-моё, ну чё за чушь? Это я прогадал, вот это... Даже не купить. За 18 жесть. Да нахер я его продал, блядь. Да, зря, конечно, продал. 150 за 17 продал. Зачем я продал? Я подумал, что-то надо ставить. Надо было. Не подумал. Ну, что за шляпа? Хуже гораздо. Так, куда мне там? Мне нравится, что не надо Е нажимать, когда ты просто нажать бежать и все. Так, куда нам? Вон туда идти. Поехали. О, сейчас не пропустят, смотри. Нет, вот. А, ее. Это кто такая? Она тоже заражена. Смотри, такое же заражение.
Let me pass. I must see the chief of your village. Whatever could be so funny.
Now, who would you be to seek an audience with the governor?
I am Siora, daughter of Bladnid. My mother is Amal, the chief of our clan. I am here as an emissary of my people, and I must see your chief, your governor.
So you are a princess, then?
A what?
Let her pass! Your Majesty, I shall present you to the governor. Come.
Princess, Majesty, you are most confusing. But thank you for your help.
Дикий народ. Кого-то убрать из группы надо. 500, 700. А у него магия есть. Вот его, наверное, выгнать надо, да? Так, 6, 9, 12. Как у этого, также. Почему у всех подозрительность отношения? Что за нахрен? Что за бред, бля? А если я нажму Escape? Типа я ее не приму к себе? Или чё? Бляха-муха. Не, ну мне надо атакующий явно один. Потому что это никак, он остается, никуда не денется. Интуиция. А у нее что? Энергичность. Интуиция так-то мне нужна. Эх, не знаю даже, как принять такое решение. Жесть, тяжело. Так, ну ладно его выгнать. Мне как раз маг нужен какой-то. Бля, я мог ей сейчас дать. Пиздец. Бесит. Реально бесит, потому что я мог ей сейчас ожерелье дать. Так, сохранение, а то мне сейчас откинет вообще жесть куда. Надо F5 нажимать сохранение, что-то все не привыкну. Не привык играть в одиночные игры, честно говоря, уже давно не играл, скажем так. Мне нравится плащ такой, типа королевский.
There you are, dear cousin. What is this? Who is this amazing person in your company?
I am Siora, daughter of Bladnid, daughter of Meb. My mother is the Mal, the chief of our clan.
I am honored to make your acquaintance, Siora. This is incredible. You look so much alike you could be related. If you would allow me, Princess, I would like to confer a mission to my cousin. You need to visit the governors of the bridge and Teleme, to give them my formal regards, that sort of thing, but also to discover what they've managed to learn. They've been here much longer than we have. Perhaps they've made some inroads to finding a cure for the Malachor.
Forgive me, Mal, but I have a request for you. My people needs your help.
I thought we might discuss matters together at leisure, but please, speak your piece.
The Lions, the Bridge Alliance and my people are at war. My mother has sent me to you in search of allies. I fear that without your help, our clan will suffer great horrors. We have already lost so many souls.
This seems a sensible request. You know, though, we cannot go to war with our neighbors.
Perhaps there's a way to negotiate a ceasefire. The time to see things more clearly.
Excellent idea. I would be completely lost without you. Go and parley with
Какая-то рогатая.
the queen.
Это особенная.
Try and put an end to
Мутант.
confrontations for the time being.
I will come with you. It will take more than one person to convince my mother to lay down our weapons.
Perfect. Take Kurt along with you and anyone you feel useful. I've been told that the roads are not safe. Safe travels, dear cousin. And watch out for yourself. I wouldn't want anything bad to happen to you.
Надо валить отсюда, я так понимаю. Так, ладно. Да, конечно, есть минутку.
Thank you for coming. I know that you're very busy, but I need your help.
I'm listening, sir.
This island is vast, and we only know a tiny part of it. As you know, your uncle has asked me to draw maps to facilitate the merchants' travels. Alas, I'm slightly too old to be roaming the paths, setting up camps here and there. So I'd appreciate it.
I will take care of it, Professor.
Excellent. I knew I could count on you. One more thing. Do you remember that gigantic creature that you defeated?
Да, помню.
Bringing a specimen to the city was obviously not a good idea. An accident was inevitable. But according to my sources, there are others of them on this island. and your uncle wishes to know more about them. I know that a scholar of the Alliance, Professor Serafedin, has also taken an interest in these creatures. I tried to contact him, but apparently he disappeared during an expedition to study them. Naturally, I cannot ask you to rummage through the entire island looking for him, but if you can find any trace of him, his studies on these giant creatures could be immensely useful.
Very well. If I find anything out, I'll let you know.
The road to knowledge is long and difficult, but this is the price of wisdom, Desade.
Desade. Он «Р» не выговаривает. Desade. Подожди. Что-то тут вопрос какой-то. Уже нет вопроса. Лол. Пропал. А, найти записки профессора. Типа здесь найти записки профессора? Или нет, или просто написать задание? Наверное, просто написали. Темница, типа, да? Страшно очень. Какая музыка странная, если честно. Не в тему, мне кажется. Так, подвинуться. Так, надо с этой бабой поговорить.
Do you need something?
I've never heard you talk about your father. Who was he?
He was the Donegad of our clan. He died many cycles ago, but this memory is still painful. So we usually avoid the subject.
What happened to him?
He was killed as he tried to escape the lions who wanted to capture him. My mother never really recovered from it. This is one of the reasons why she decided to go to war. Anything else?
The first time you saw me, did you really think I was a native?
Aside from the way you dress, you resemble a native. I have never seen an Onol Manawi amongst the Rinagse before. Is it so surprising that I made this mistake?
No, I understand. And I hope that this singular appearance makes me more attractive to you.
Привлекательной. Как-то странно он склонение говорит.
I must leave you. See you later.
Greenblood, there's something I would like to talk to you about.
I'm listening.
I recruited a young man for the guard a few months ago. Talented. Very talented. And honorable. I've been tracking his progress, and I learned that he's been sent to the barracks in New Serene. I would like you to meet him so that you can give me your opinion.
My opinion? On what?
Ever since our departure from Serene, I've spent nearly every second at your side. But I have clear standing orders to assure the protection of Constantine. And I don't know his guards. Not well, in any case.
I see. You've been thinking this recruit might be a suitable personal guard?
Precisely. And your opinion has weight. So then, would you like to accompany me to meet him?
But of course. Let's go.
Raina must be with the other recruits in the barracks.
I had thought you a lone wolf with only...
А чё мне предлагают?
But I was mistaken.
I am full of surprises.
Не понимаю, к чему. Типа новобранца, чтобы с собой забрать, что ли? Не понял еще прикола. Пойдемте пообщаемся поближе. Да ладно, вот это вот. Вот это вы подсказки даете, блин, очень важные.
I need a bit of practice. I need a bit of practice.
Серьезно? Че за чушь? Практиковаться, чтобы пройти по балке тоненькой. Вот это да. Дожили, блин. Практиковаться ему надо. Залазь давай вот сюда. Практикант, блин. Так, сохранится.
Good day, soldiers.
Your Excellency.
Captain.
Soldiers.
May we be of service?
Rank and assignment, soldiers.
Recruit, First Class, Blue Silver Regiment, 8th Company, Your Excellency.
The Blue Silver Regiment is made up of men attributed to serve the Congregation of Merchants. I'm one of them, and the 8th Company was sent to Tier for D, with 2 other companies.
Anything else, Excellency?
What is your charge?
Maintain order in the city, Excellency. Anything else, Excellency?
I'm looking for the soldier, Rayner. Is he in the barracks?
I never heard that name before, Captain.
Never heard the name, Captain.
That's strange. I'm certain he was sent here.
Maybe he's been moved since then. When was the last time you'd heard news of him?
In Serene, just before our departure. But that's been a couple of months.
If I may, Captain, should I have a word with the quartermaster?
That's right, Captain. He has a register with the affectations of every recruit in the Blue Silver Regiment. Anything else, Excellency?
Все?
That will be all.
At ease, soldiers.
Пойдем поговорим.
Well, I'll be damned, it's Captain Kurt.
Manfred! Still a quartermaster?
Always, as you can see. What can I do for you?
We've come to find you regarding the merchandise that Kurt was taking care of.
Ah, the commander's cargo, yes. I was told that had come in. And so he's got you working on this. Lucky Kurt. It helps to have friends in high places.
Is everything in order?
Alas, no. Our merchandise has been unloaded into one of those dock storehouses. They're well guarded. A little less at night, but in spite of that, we weren't able to get them back.
Since these crates are registered in the ship's manifest, make an official request.
The modification of the manifest might have fooled a quartermaster, but it won't fool the Port Authority. We'd have too many details to explain to them, and our commander would not like that.
What? Is he waiting for us to bring them to him?
No, of course not. But Kurt needs to find the right storehouse, as well as a discreet way to get in. And he must also mark the crates that belong to us.
Why is that? They're already marked with an inscription.
Most of the men are illiterate. A coloured mark will stick out for them to find, but they need to be quick about it. They won't have the time to decipher a name.
I see. Well, let's see what we're able to do.
Is there anything else?
Да, еще что-то.
I've been looking for one of my recruits. Goes by the name of Rayner. I would like for His Excellency to meet him.
Rayner? I'm sorry, Kurt. I thought you'd been informed.
Informed about what?
He is dead. He was found, drowned in the port harbour day before yesterday. I was told he had too much to drink and fell in. I'm extremely sorry, Kurt. The young men drink more than they can handle when they're on leave.
That's bollocks. That lad isn't the sort to sully himself with drink. I don't believe it.
People change. When they're far from home, the lads have little else to do.
I still don't believe it.
Listen, you might as well go and ask the doctor down in the morgue. I might have misunderstood what was reported to me. Those doctors use such long words for simple things.
Excellent idea. At least now you'll see if
Расследование.
You're right. Let's go.
Is there anything else?
No, thank you.
Ничего остается, Райнер? Я ж спросил только что. Смысл это оставлять, не понимаю. Нифига тут, блин, хоромы-то, а? Мне бы такие иметь. Жесть, конечно. И чё это? Куда это ведет? Спуск такой, типа. Да, реально спуск. Ха. И я сказал, белым помечен, вот как в Assassin's Creed, там еще где-то. Вот это так забавно смотрится. Ну уж как-то по новой надо уже, наверное, придумывать. Ну что это такое? Использовать одно и то же везде. Это странно довольно-таки. Не знаю, там пусть они там поцарапаны более сильно будут. Из-за того, что часто лазят по ним. Вот, и в какие-то времена они будут закрыты.
Someone who would know how to use it. If you're looking for the best steel, you're in the right. And if you have a special request.
А я нет, я не ремесленник и не науком, по-моему. Ну, у меня и так уже есть это. Ладно. Так, ну и чё мне, куда пойдем? Так, поговорить не надо, не надо. Ой, сколько тут заданий. Карта так-то большая, еще не разведанная. Ну ладно, я думаю, на этом хватит сегодня. Нормально прошли так-то. Неплохо даже, я бы сказал бы. Ух, ну, посмотрим, что дальше будет. Но пока интересно, на самом деле. Убийство, расследование, как бы правда, неправда, ложь, не ложь. Но заинтересован я. Ну, на этом все, как говорится. Удачи, ребят.